Yeah.
There are four entrances to this port.
Yeah.
But only one is used, yeah?
Okay.
Now this one here used to be the main entrance to the port when it was really, really busy.
Yeah.
Now this warehouse in front of you, if you can imagine, in the summer,
Yeah.
the ships pull alongside and they just start loading them with grain.
Right.
They don't do it in the warehouse,
Yeah.
they do it outside, so you've got all the grain dust blowing up,
Yeah.
everything, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're breathing it in all day long while they're loading.
Yeah.
All the land to your left is now owned by the port. It used to be rail track land.
So this is the port that Ferguson sold off to,
Oh yeah,
to his mates, his merchant venturer mates.
Gave it away to his mates, yeah.
Yeah, cheap.
Fucking cheap. We want 9 million. We want the other 9 million.
Yeah. So I'm here with Steve Norman, local, I don't know, community activist, doing good stuff for Avonmouth. When I've been to Avonmouth, I've seen a lot of, obviously the industrial estate.
Yeah, there's a lot of warehouses and it's all incinerators being built now, waste recycling.
Yeah.
But all that land that you see up there belongs to the port company.
Right.
Acres and acres of it, 2,000 something acres.
Right.
All behind there, that's all port land.
Okay. And it's just shut off now. Right.
Until they build their deep water terminal.
Right.
And then it'll just be a container storage area.
Oh mate.
This is the village itself, so you can see how close the port is to the village.
Yeah.
It's quite, compared to other ports in the country, it's very demographic, this.
Yeah.
This is housing here.
Yeah.
Now you get some perspective how close this housing is to the port now.
Yeah.
That big white thing you see is a coal conveyor.
It's going across, yeah.
That carries the coal from Port Bree up to the silo for distribution to Milford.
Right.
Milford, sorry.
Okay.
But as you can see, this is how close the housing is to the port.
Yeah, and there's a park just here.
At the park there, they wanted to shut the council.
Right.
And the black fence there, behind there, it looks like it's overgrown, but it's not.
Yeah.
That is misleading. That was rail track land that the port bought and fenced it off.
Okay, yeah.
So thereby stopped people using the land.
Okay, yeah.
Now this is the company that claims it does so much for the village.
Right, yeah.
What the venturers do.
Yeah. So how long have you lived in
all my life?
Avonmouth, yeah? So you're born and bred?
Weston.
Right.
Born in Lawrence Weston.
Yeah.
But spent most of my life in Avonmouth.
Okay.
You know, I've seen the bad old days, and we're going back to the bad old days.
Yeah.
Ferguson's making sure we're going back to the bad old days.
Do you feel that? I don't know. Like, how do you feel about what Ferguson's doing to Bristol and Avonmouth?
He's destroying it. He's turning Avonmouth into Chernobyl. Bristol's Chernobyl. It's going to become the recycling hub of the southwest.
Yeah.
He's no regard for the people of Avonmouth.
Yeah.
He gave the port away. He gave an asset that belonged to the city, not him. The city. He gave it away to his merchant venture friends for 10 million.
Yeah.
And it's all he has given this community from that. It's not £1 million at all what he's given Avonmouth. Yeah. Because that £1 million has to be divided between here, Sea Mills, Sharhampton, and Lawrence Weston. Yeah. So that makes it 250,000
50k each,
Well, what are you going to do with 250k? We want the other 9 million that you stole from us.
It's a payoff, isn't it? It's not.
These people are going to make fucking mega money now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're already making mega money. It's just going to be fucking tripling it.
Yeah.
Right, this is the main entrance to the port.
Yeah. So is this all private property then? All the port and that, is it?
All the ports belongs to them bastards in there, Bristol Port Company.
Right, yeah.
The venturers. It's all they own in there is the top floor. That's the only part of that office is used.
Right, yeah.
The rest is obsolete.
Yeah. There's a lot of space, isn't it?
Yep.
In there as well. Well, so this middle bit here then, that's all empty, it's just that top floor there?
Top floor. That's just the top floor.
The rest is all empty and
stuff? The rest is all empty.
Right. Because the other thing that we're talking about in our campaign is the housing issue in Bristol.
You can house them in there for Christmas.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Housing, rent prices.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the thing that's, I think, yeah, like, this is largely an industrial estate, and it's just kind of Avonmouth clipped on or something, isn't it? It's not.
It's like we don't belong to Bristol.
Yeah. What was the Make Sunday Special thing like then? Because that was kind of publicised in the Bristol Post.
Well, it was a failure.
Yeah.
Because I reckon he bust the people in, because at the end of the day, nobody down here wanted it.
Right, yeah.
There are 4,000 chimney pots down here.
Yeah.
If you had 200 people from the local community, you were lucky.
Yeah.
Right, this is now the port. This is the scrap metal berth.
Yeah.
Which clank, clank, clank all night long when they're loading ships.
Yeah.
So all the residents have to put up with it all night long.
That's where we were before, wasn't it? Yeah. There, just there, yeah. Right.
So the residents have to put up with that all night long.
Yeah.
And they're loading ships all night long.
Yeah.
They don't get sleep, they get woken up.
Yeah.
They get dust. They get heavy metal. You walk around here with a magnet.
Yeah.
They'll just pick up metal.
Yeah.
The whole place is just full of metal dust. But they say it's not harming us.
What's it like in the mornings then, Steve? If you were driving round Avonmouth, is it? I mean, with all these lorries coming in and stuff like that.
Traffic's horrendous at the moment because they're doing roadworks as well.
Yeah, same in Bristol city centre as well, mate. And I swear it's like done on purpose. It's just all, you know, Ferguson, before he got elected, he was talking about reducing the traffic. It's got worse, mate. It's actually got worse in the city centre.
The argument that we are a green capital of Europe is a fucking joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I've all respect for the Greens in the world, but not the likes of Gus or Daniel Radish or anyone else, because they are talking through their fucking ass. Hoyt left, come down here. They've done a cabinet meeting down here 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Hoyt was tasked with putting things right down here. He done fuck all.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking crook.
Well, we had him in Montpellier as well.
He's a fucking crook.
Ashley Councillor, you know.
Yeah, he's a crook.
And there was the talk of the council house and stuff, which he got insider information on and things like that, mate. So, yeah, you know.
So this is the main industrial. Oh, you got all the small industrial units to the right.
Yeah.
But to the left, we're looking at all the port land.
Right.
And it goes on for fucking miles.
Yeah.
The road has been widened here.
Yeah.
Now, our way of thinking behind that is, they now have the full lease to the port. They no longer lease, they own the freehold now. They've always wanted to build a deep water terminal for the containers.
Yeah.
Because it's a big business, and the government have said that by, I think it's another 2030, there's just not enough volume in the UK to cope with the amount of boxes coming in.
So deep water, just so people know, what's a deep water terminal?
Well, they're going to build the terminal outside in the estuary.
Yeah.
So they're going to go down deep. So deep water, because container ships are very deep in the water, so they need the water beneath to kill.
Right, okay, yeah.
Well, this year was built during the miners' dispute. Thatcher paid for this.
Right.
This was to break the miners. This is the coal terminal.
Right.
This is where the coal was being transported into Didcotton, all the coal-fired power stations during the miners' dispute.
Right, okay.
Thatcher financed it.
Yeah.
Now, to your right, you have Asda, which is now Asda's main distribution centre for the southwest.
Right. Right.
Now, this has recently been built. Now, obviously, before this, they were over in Portbury.
Yeah.
And they had this purposely built, and this was an old chemical works here. Now, the reason behind that is, anything that Asda buys comes in by container.
Okay.
So once the container terminal is built, their transport cost will go to zero. Where at the moment, they're having to transport most of the raw materials and goods in that from Felixstowe, Southampton.
So another company doing a bit of Avonmouth.
Very well, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Again with Constellation. Constellation built this. It's the biggest wine warehouse in Europe.
Right. Wow.
Wines from all over the world. Again, how does wine get here by container? Again, it was pre-planning, knew what was going to come.
Yeah.
And built the big warehouse, biggest one in Europe. I mean, you can look at the size of Astra Distribution Centre there, it's huge.
Yeah, there's all the trucks there as well.
Yeah.
So basically, what it seems to me, Steve, is like it's everyone's kind of sucking into Avonmouth, draining all the property resources and everything.
There's the first recycling centre.
Yeah.
This one is plastic.
Right.
It bells, all the plastic bottles come in via CETA.
Yeah.
They bale it and then they transport it from there.
Right. That Asda's massive, isn't it? So how about these wind turbines?
Wind turbines are quite amusing really, because they were erected by Wessex Water purely for the government subsidy, because they run their own plant, which I'll show you in a minute.
Yeah.
From the methane.
Right. Mafia, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fucking good mafia down here, mate. Trust me. Now this is Access 18.
Right.
This is the newest developments down here.
Okay.
This is St Modwyn's. This used to be the Imperial Smelting Corporation here. It was the big lead smelter.
Okay.
So all this ground is heavily contaminated. But they still build on it. It doesn't matter anymore. So if you can imagine, this was the Imperial Smelting Works. This is where they made the lead ingots and what have you, zinc. And all this land, if you've done a test bore on this land, it's heavily contaminated.
Right. With what?
With fucking all sorts of heavy metals. Now this is the great company that Gary Hopkins.
Oh right.
Solutions. But as you can now see, it's called Avonmouth Biopower. Now this links up with George's Bristol Power Company.
Yeah.
Now on this is burning RDF, normal household waste, yeah?
Right.
What they can't recycle. Now on that they built a turbine. Newer Solutions recently just give the turbine back to the bank. Because they couldn't get it to work properly. Okay. Now interestingly enough, this is where I share this big one.
Yeah.
It's one of George's main supporters.
Who's that?
Peter Nesbitt.
Oh right, okay.
One of the main merchant ventures of Bristol.
Right.
6,000 I think, or 10,000 to his last campaign.
Right.
So as you can see, he's got a big expansion going on there.
Yeah. It's just corrupt, isn't it? Oh my god.
Nice big expansion Mr. Nesbitt's got going on there. He owns that one and a few more in Avonmouth. Nesbitt's Catering. They put a special road in from their other place leading to this one. So yeah, we are now driving across probably some of the most contaminated land in the world. Right. And nobody gives a fuck anymore.
So what's this? This
was Newer Solutions. This was the company that was brought in by the Southwest Partnership.
Okay, yeah.
To burn the waste of the Southwest, you know, Baines, North East Somerset and Bristol. You know, this was the one that the Dems embraced. And now this is part of George's Bristol power plant. But he's come unstuck because the generator, they're unable to get it to fucking work properly. So they've handed that back to the bank. The bank now have got to find a buyer for it. So his power company's going down the tubes faster, hence why he wants to bring the diesel generators in.
So, just a quick question, I'm running out of space now I think, but rent prices in Avonmouth, are people struggling to pay rents and stuff like that? What's the...
private housing rents in Avonmouth are pretty cheap, I gotta be honest. You're probably looking at about $4.55 for a 2-bed flat. Because no fucker wants to live there. House prices in terms of the rest of the city are probably a good few percentage points below the rest of the city. Okay. But to your left is Wessex Water. Yeah. This takes all the sewage from the whole of Bristol. The whole of Bristol. Yeah. And it's now also got the contract with the food waste, which is open storage. So you can imagine the smell from food waste on open storage. The open storage is just over in the far corner. Okay. This summer it's just gone, what we had of it. Some lovely pings coming out of here.
Some lovely what, sorry?
Smells.
Smells, yeah.
But when we come down and challenge them, they try to say, no, it's not us. They claim to be turning it on a regular basis. Right. But, you know, they
so that's completely open then at the top, yeah? So it's...
where the windmill is there, beyond by there...
So that's surely not blowing it all this way then?
It's blowing everywhere, it blows whatever direction the wind blows in, the smell blows in. Right. And this is this is Wessex Water. Right. This is their main distribution, if you like, where they get rid of it all. All the sewage comes down through here. The whole of Bristol. It's treated. Some is they have two types. You have one that they sell for land reclamation, which is just normal shit. Everybody's got lime put in it. And then they have the one that comes out of these tanks where it's been eaten by a bacteria that goes in for cereal fields that you can grow from. That's sort of all under the EC legislation.
When you speak to other people in Avonmouth, what do they think about all this sort of stuff?
Fucking up in arms. We're sick of it. We're sick of being Bristol's fucking Chernobyl.
Yeah.
You know, our life expectancy is 4 years below Sea Mills. And that's only a few miles, maybe.
Yeah.
But our life expectancy is 4 years below their life expectancy.
Right. Yeah.
Cancers are higher down here. But they said there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
It actually came up in the recent, because as you know, we forced a lot of problems onto them.
Yeah.
And Public Health England had to do a report.
Right.
And it's now come out in Public Health England's report that Avonmouth, Lawrence Weston, Shire and Sea Mills are some of the most deprived areas in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's fucking speaking volumes when you consider Newcastle and places like that.
Yeah.
You know, this is the other side of Bristol. This is the side of Bristol that all those do-gooders who think we're fucking nuts should come down and have a look at.
Yeah.
Because we ain't fucking nuts, trust me.
Yeah.
They don't understand what we are going through on a daily basis. I mean, for Bristol to call itself the Green Capital is fucking ludicrous.
Yeah.
Just on this basis alone, that's without the other things he's got planned up your way, the generators and everything else.
Well, it's largely PR, Steve, and greenwash, really. You know, it's like making things look green. And
it's a fucking joke.
I mean, there's that tree, the £34,000 that he's not just spent on it, but didn't do anything. You know, the tree up in Clifton Down.
What the fucking hell is he giving that idiot money to put boats up in fucking Lee Woods?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. You know, I love fucking art. Yeah. I don't see what putting another fucking boats up in Lee Woods is going to do to help anyone.
And what art are you seeing in Avonmouth?
Fucking no art.
Right.
The only art we see down here is buildings and incinerators.
Yeah. And what would you like to see? What does Avonmouth?
We'd like to see some of what the rest of the city's got. We'd like some proper activities.
Yeah.
Proper places. But more than anything, we'd like to see proper fucking houses built. People live in the houses down there that are in the 1800s.
Right. Yeah.
With no damp course or anything.
Still, yeah.
They're rotten. Those houses I showed you, Paul, are fucking rotten. I used to live one of them, and they are fucking rotten.
Those are the ones that we showed at the start.
Yeah.
The black fence. Yeah.
They are fucking rotten.
You got co-op here as well.
Yeah. Again.
Is that distribution? Yeah.
Distribution again. How does a co-op get its sources? Its food.
Yeah.
It comes by container.
Yeah.
Tesco have sited down here. Farm Foods have sited down here.
Yeah.
The whole plan has always been for the merchant ventures to get the port and expand into the deep water terminal. Well, we've got a bitumen fucking plant just here. That's opening in April.
Yeah. Really?
You get the smell going
Is
up
that
the
really?
village.
Bitumen? But as in the paint?
As in what they put on the fucking road. Yeah, road tar,
Right.
Road tar.
Right. Shit.
I mean, that's not fucking 2 miles from the village of Avonmouth.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. And these things don't even go to planning committee.
Right.
They're fucking rubber stamped by an idiot called Carl Brainsy.
Right.
He just approves them.
So who's the councillors here in Avonmouth?
Now that's the glorious Malias and fucking Harvey Tories.
They corrupt?
Corrupt to the core, a pair of them.
Yeah.
One works for the fucking dock.
Right.
Harvey.
Really?
I mean, this is opening in April.
Asphalt plant. That's tar, isn't it?
It's
yeah,
tar.
Tar plant.
Road tar.
Yeah.
Now, why would you want to build a road tar fucking plant in Avonmouth? Well, let me tell you why. Because again, it all links up to the container terminal. Because when they build it, they're putting a new motorway link in. And as you know, that Osborne put that out last year in his autumn budget last year.
Yeah.
About the new road building plan. Well, the new motorway link is coming through here. So you've got the on-site asphalt fucking plant to supply it.
The other problem we've got, Steve, as well, as I see it, is this. You've got the HS2 link, so you'll be able to fly yourself from London to Bristol even quicker. That's 2017. Now, the problem we've got in the city centre is the rent prices, right? You're basically being pushed out. People are being pushed out further and further. All my friends now are living in St George and further,
well, look at
and it's having an effect.
It's being gentrified, isn't it?
But that's BS1 prices having an effect on BS2 prices. St Paul's, for example,
that's right, Easton.
And then Easton, and then Lawrence Hill. Basically, it's pushing people out, and then essentially the people who are on those cusps of the centre anyway. They've lived there for their whole lives. Are being pushed out, mate. Social cleansing, you know.
Now, this was Bumiko's plan.
Who's that?
Bumiko, the one that caused the fire.
Oh, Bumiko, right, yeah.
Now, this is interesting. Someone should be asking George the question. Behind this undergrowth here, at one point, it was packed with fucking rubbish.
In there?
Yeah.
Right.
Not a thing there now. Look, nice and clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know why it's nice and clean, Paul?
Right.
Let me tell you, the company that he denied giving a contract to, and we got him on tape denying it, has gone bust.
Right.
Yeah? Bumiko or Bumiko no more.
Right.
They gone belly up.
Right, so...
Yeah, he gave them a 6-figure fucking waste contract. Yeah, now this is where they were going to put all the wood was going to come here, buy this fucking shower of shit.
Right.
Yeah? And then they were going to build the fucking biomass incinerator just here.
Right.
To burn it. Well, for BT next era. Well, they went out of time for the government subsidy because we stopped them. As you know, we got the planning refused. So we delayed them.
Yeah. So
that's no longer going to happen. Now you see this just here, this piece of land.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to build on that?
Same thing, is it?
A fucking huge waste burning incinerator for London waste.
Right.
All the waste coming out of London waste via Viridor are going to build it. It's planned. It's got planning permission.
Right.
It's a case of when they start to dig the fucking holes. That is going to happen. That is done. Initially, that was going to be a palm oil burning biomass incinerator there.
Right.
Now, these two windmills here are owned by the City Council. That's part of the Bristol Power Company.
Okay.
Well, that ain't going to generate enough fucking electricity to supply Bristol, is it?
So that's just like for show, really, isn't it? So we're doing something green. Yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
Now we're coming up to the boundaries now with South Gloucestershire.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, I told you, this is the way the motorway link's going to come.
Yeah.
The new motorway link for the South West Partnership, as Osborne said, to make more investment in the area. Now this to your right is Scottish Power.
Okay.
These are gas-fired generators. This one here, I just built a new one as well, both gas-fired. They send power up to the grid, up for Scottish Power. They put the power into the grid for Scottish Power and up to Seabank.
Yeah.
So we get no benefit down here from it.
Again, it's getting sucked out of Avonmouth and being shitted on from a higher. So how do you find out about this sort of stuff? Is it kind of common knowledge around here?
Well, now we've become more active.
Yeah.
They're more open. We get more planning. We know what's going on. Now we're coming into South Gloucestershire now. Yeah. But again, there's no link. Actually, this is that's a new power station.
Right.
Gas fired. Nice design though, must admit. But so now we're in the South Gloucestershire boundaries.
Yeah.
Now South Gloucester approved their own planning, but there's no cooperation between Avonmouth or between Bristol and South Gloucester.
Yeah.
So if they want to build a fucking megawatt fucking biomass incinerator down here, they just plan it here. We've got no say on it.
Right.
And as you can see, there's some stuff going on here now by the looks of it. I don't know what that's for, because we have no knowledge of it. That is by South Gloucester's planners.
So it's an imaginary line. They basically get around it by,
Now this is the old ICI works.
That's paint, is it?
It was mainly fertilisers.
Oh, right. And the pound, the DVA pound down here as well, is it?
Yeah, that's down here as well.
Yeah.
And then the only part of ICI left down here is AstraZeneca, which makes the raw products for pills and creams. But it's closing.
Right.
This year, I think, or next year.
So this is not just something that sucks out, it's sucking out of Bristol as well, not just Avonmouth, because the whole of Bristol's getting, is a kind of place where everything's happening for taking it all around the world, basically. Yeah, and then right down the bottom of Avonmouth.
Again, the contamination on this fucking land.
Yeah.
You know, this is not, we're talking major fucking industries that have been here for fucking, 50, 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
All that land there, you got a test bore on that, you'd be frightened to fucking death what you pull up.
So what's these pipes going along here then, do you know?
The old chemical pipes used to work for the plants, feeding the railway trucks and what have you.
Right.
I remember when they had a napalm fucking leak from this place.
Shit.
Agent Orange.
Yeah.
And that's AstraZeneca there, that's the only part of ICI that is left.
So if you came to Avonmouth, you might not even know there's a village here, really.
You wouldn't.
You just see all this, because when I've been here before, I went down to, what's it called, the catering company, Nesbitt's, I think. And I went down there and I cycled through or whatever and didn't see any of the village. And all I saw was burger vans, an industrial estate.
And over the back there, those three spheres over there, what supplies the gas to Bristol?
For Bristol?
Transco. That's Transco.
Okay.
So the gas comes in from the North Sea, what have you, and then it's stored in those spheres and then distributed. But again, all this, they're putting all this in there. That's Western Approaches over there. That's the new estate.
Right.
That's being built on the outskirts. Yeah? So you've got companies like Farm Foods, in that down there, all waiting for a deep water terminal.
Right. To cash in.
Oh, they're all going to cash in.
Yeah.